Ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Rough Week Podcast. Shout out to the Weeklings.
Shouts out to the Flibbin' Weeklings.
Shout out to the motherfucking Weeklings.
Shouts out to the friggin' Weeklings.
Shouts
Seriously,
out to
they're
the
my best
friggin'
friends.
Weeklings.
I think about them every night before I get to sleep.
Friggin' love hanging out with the friggin' Weeklings.
Dude, we got to do the combine.
Yeah, dude, Buff Week.
We got to do Buff Week. There was a comment asking for it, I think, on the Patreon. So
The weather's getting nice.
The weather's getting nice.
It is Buff Week weather.
It is Buff Week weather. You got to give me a little time. I've been being a real fat piece of crap.
You got to get back in shape.
Yeah.
Back in Buff Week
Not
shape.
even Buff Week shape, just any semblance of something.
What's going on, dude?
I don't know. I've just not been exercising at all.
Yeah, I feel you.
Been a lazy bum the last two. Well, we were in New York. I didn't do shit. Then we got back, and I immediately just went to Houston and drank. You know what I mean? It was not the vibe right now. It's not the vibe. The last 2 weeks, not been the vibe. Not been the health vibe.
You
mad unhealthy.
You brought those cookies.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
You brought a box of cookies.
I brought a box of cookies.
We did a podcast in New York. We guested on another podcast, and Christoph just comes in with a box of cookies and goes, brought cookies.
Brought some cookies.
Brought cookies. And everybody just started laughing. Dude, I got sick, and I was just bedridden for an entire day. Mm-hmm. I Uber Eats Chinese food, ate all of it, and then Uber Eats those same cookies from Chip City.
Oh, nice.
I Uber Eats myself cookies.
Some nice Chip Cities.
Dude, they're gigantic.
Yeah, they're gigantic.
They're grapefruit-sized cookies.
Yeah, they're doing that thing.
It was pathetic, honestly.
No, it's not pathetic.
It's pathetic to Uber Eats yourself an entire meal and then Uber Eats yourself two softball-sized
Okay, the Uber Eats
cookies.
aspect is not great.
That's what you think is bad about it?
I said it's not great.
I think dude, they're this big.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're baseballs.
Insane.
Yeah, they're crazy.
I was so full of shame.
Yeah.
I was truly full of shame and self-hate.
Yeah, interesting. You had quite the appetite for a sickly man.
I know. I just wanted to feel good.
I feel you.
And I really didn't want to.
It's a good distraction when you're sick if you eat something bad for you, ironically.
Yeah. And when you've over the course of a week, you've just jerked yourself dry. At least
Were
in
you
the
jerking yourself dry?
I wasn't jerking myself dry, but I feel like when I it's not even my lady and I are really banging as that much. It's just when I leave, I just jerk it. I think it's loneliness.
I think it's freedom.
It might be freedom, yeah.
I mean,
it's boredom.
It's definitely boredom. but part of me is I can do whatever I want.
Yeah,
I can fucking hog tie this shit.
There's no couch.
Go to town on my hog.
It's you're in a hotel room. There's no couch. I don't really use the TV. I'll just watch stuff on my computer. So I'm just sitting on my laptop in a bed like a sick man, even if I'm not sick. And I'm alone, and I got 4 hours.
Dude, okay, between you and me,
I'm gonna beat it.
This is a little bit of a confessional.
Yeah.
So we recorded some podcasts in New York. We recorded one on a Sunday, the one that was going to go out literally the next day.
Yes.
And we were moving around. I had shows, whatever. I get to my hotel maybe midnight, and I'm super tired. But I know I got to get this podcast done. Whatever, man. I got to get it done. So I do it. It's rendering. It's going to take 40 minutes to render. I go, I'm going to fucking jack off. That's my time. I'm in the hotel. That's jack off time in the hotel. Yeah. Right? This is all cool. And then I go, once it's rendered, I'll fucking splooge, and then I'll get up and upload it to YouTube. And what happened was I splooged and just immediately passed out. And then we posted it a day late because...
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, fellas.
Christoph masturbated and delayed the podcast by 24
full day
hours.
because we had a slammed Monday, and I had to upload it on hotel Wi-Fi, so it took 8 hours to upload. So I got up at 10 a.m. and started the uploading process, and it took forever to the point where we just were it's midnight. We have to just, it's Tuesday. It was done. I jerked off on Sunday and then couldn't upload it Monday. So it just went out on Tuesday.
Dude, jerking off at this point, it's a different type of shame that I felt when I was younger. When I was younger, it was the classic, what am I doing? What am I looking at? Blah, blah, blah. Now the shame is man, I can't believe I'm still doing this.
Really?
It's kinda.
The shame for me is I'm this is not a healthy person would just, I don't know, you just have sex. You should just be having sex. You know what I mean? Am I, and I'm also gotten older, my sex drive isn't as high. So I'm am I wasting some, fucking Kundalini energy?
Mine is dude, grow up. It's not even I have a burning desire.
It gets hard.
Quit.
What are you going to do?
I know, but there's just something about it. Like, I've just been doing this for so many years of my life.
Dude, you're going to be fucking 63 and jacking it.
It's going to be so sad at that point.
No, it's going to be awesome, dude. It's going to be VR, and you're going to be linked up to the metaverse.
You never had that where you're like, am I playing Call of Duty?
Yeah.
I'm an adult man.
Yeah, no, I get that with video games. I'm a
30-year-old man.
I get that with video games.
Yeah.
I'll spend like 2 hours doing it. I'm like, Jesus, man, come on.
Video games are jacking off. Part of me goes, I would have thought I would have grown out of this by now.
Yeah. No, that doesn't even make sense. It's like eating. You have to. Like, you kind of have to.
Yeah, I guess so.
You don't have to use the nog.
You don't have to.
You don't have to use nography, though.
Yeah. That's why nog.
The nog.
Yeah.
You don't have to use the pornog, but you could, use your mind. I tried to do a bit about it, but I was like, my mind is way just more disgusting than like, it's like my mind. Like, that's real shame.
Yes.
That's a deep shame. What I think I like is horrible.
Well, it's also like, at least I could pawn it off on somebody else. I can blame the producer of the video.
The exportation of blame is nice.
Yeah, I could blame X videos.
And then you watch it and it has 1.8 million views, and you're like, everybody's watching
Everybody's sick.
You can actually see. That'd be nice if you could, when you're masturbating to your horrific ideas, there's a number that pops up in your head how many other people have masturbated to the same horrific idea.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't have to jerk off, though.
Right.
Like, you don't have to.
You don't.
It's not eating. It's not like eating.
I mean, you'll have a wet dream. You gotta fucking let it loose.
You gotta splooge.
You gotta splooge.
Yeah, but your body doesn't feed itself if you don't eat. You gotta put shit in it. You don't have to jerk it out.
You have to jerk it out.
I don't think you have to, dude.
Yes, you do.
No, you'll have a wet dream.
Yeah, but dude, the road to getting there is. It's also like, yeah, you don't need a car to go to work. You could walk. It's like, yeah, my job's 5 miles away. It's like, well, you just get up earlier. Like, this is what you're saying.
You think it's that far-fetched? The idea of not
crazy.
Jerking?
Yeah.
There's definitely guys that don't jerk.
Asexual men.
You think every
Yes.
heterosexual guy... Not
Dude, they tried to do a study on the effects of pornography. There were too few applicants who didn't watch it.
That's fucked, dude.
Like, they couldn't find enough people for the control group.
They're like searching around momonasteries.
Dude, there's no
All
one.
the guys are like, I have a browser.
And yeah, the monks are like,
the Tibetan monks.
Yeah. They're like, we share browsers. We share browsers.
Subscribe to Bang Bros.
Subscribe to Bang Bros.
Pornhub Gold.
We love to watch Pornhub.
Pornhub Gold.
Pornhub finally got to Malaysia. Is that what they sound like, Malaysia? Maybe I meant...
We're doing like Filipino.
Well, they kind of, not to lump them all in, but if you heard a Laotian guy and a Filipino guy, I don't think I'm telling the difference.
No.
It's a little like Vietnamese, too. It kind of has that staccato. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, there's periods after every word.
Yeah. So a guy from like Laos, not Malaysia. Myanmar. That's what I was trying to think of. Myanmar.
Formerly Burma.
The artist formerly known as Burma. I think there was a big civil war that did that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah?
I think so.
I'm not up on
some kind of military coup or something. Apparently Myanmar was like, yeah, there's a coup today. It's like pretty normal.
Yeah.
They're trying to coup. It's like not crazy out of the...
I was into the Haitian one because of Jimmy Barbecue.
Oh, yeah. You got to love JBBQ.
Yeah. JBBQ.
JBBQ is awesome.
Close cousin of KBBQ.
Yeah. There is Japanese barbecue.
Really?
Yeah, fun fact.
Good?
Never had it.
But
my girl had it, and she said it was better.
I'm trying to decide where I'm going to go next time I travel. Dude, I might just go back to the motherland, to be honest with you.
The motherland, what is that?
The fucking Italy, dude.
San Francisco.
Excuse me, dude?
The motherland for you.
Excuse
Key West, Florida.
Excuse me, dude? What are you doing? Provincetown, Massachusetts. Where's the motherland for you? Fire Island?
Portland, Oregon? What? What's the motherland for you? Fucking
the West Village.
Yeah, Fruitcake, Indiana. I'm just making up.
Where's fucking Gayville, Tennessee?
Fucking Ferry, Minnesota. Woohoo! Get fucked, dude.
We should not jerk off, dude. We should do a no-fap.
You should do a no-fap of
no-fap.
other guys. Oh, no, sorry. No, I mean, dude, no-fap can go, like, but can you make love to your lady?
Yeah, dude. So we just start fucking. You hate the idea. That's so funny to hate the idea. I don't like that. Nah.
Nope. But what's worse than like, dude, if you had no option, she's like, I'm tired. It'd drive me crazy. It would drive me insane if I couldn't just slink away.
Yeah?
You gotta slink.
What do you think would happen? You'd be frustrated?
I'd toss and turn.
You think you couldn't go to sleep?
It would take like maybe a little while longer to go to sleep. No, I'd have to like get up and play video games or something to distract me.
Yeah.
I mean, why? Why are we not? Also, my prostate thing, dude, I couldn't for like a month. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that again. I was on like boner jail.
You have no jerk off based shame?
Very little.
That's crazy.
Yeah, not really.
Oh my God, I hate it.
Yeah.
I think I hate it.
That's correct. I mean, dude, I do it maybe once a week, twice a week, maybe.
Yeah, me
If
too.
that.
Me too, unless I'm traveling.
If you're traveling, it goes way up?
Way up. Dude.
Interesting.
There's some about it fucking...
Mine's the opposite. I feel like I'll like forget traveling and it's not a big deal.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like
there's
busy, I'm drinking, I'm hanging with friends. Like, it's not really a sexual...
When I'm in the home base, it's a good point. I'm not doing it that often, so I don't hate it that much.
No, I don't hate it. You can abuse it.
I hate when I go on a streak, dude.
Yeah, it's like I love drinking, but if I got drunk 3 days in a row, I'd hate drinking.
Yeah, but I get streaky with stuff.
Yeah.
And then I get off of it.
Yeah, you're hot and cold.
I'm hot and cold with stuff.
Yeah, I feel you. No,
I'm never in that nice lukewarm zone.
I'm pretty lukewarm when it comes to that stuff. My only problem, dude, is like Instagram shows me so much tits and ass. It's like disgusting.
Yeah, I opened my Instagram. Autumn and I were doing like
It's embarrassing. I don't want to open it in public.
I don't know why we were looking at each other's Discover pages or whatever.
Just to see the difference. It's fun.
Yeah, and mine at the time, I didn't even know. I wasn't like nervous going into it.
Yeah.
And I pulled it up and it was so many tits. And
It's
she's like,
really
what the
horny.
fuck? And I was like, God, this is gross. This is, what am I, 14?
Yeah, it's shameful. But it's like you click it, but there's a way to turn it off.
Boobs?
I think there's a way to turn off boobs.
Really?
But it also turns off like politics. It's like a weird like James McCann was telling me about this, that he turned it off.
So if you turn off tits, it also turns off politics?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I think it's like, this is too exciting. Like, you know what I mean? It's too much. You can't, this is crazy. Like that, I would like that.
You can't see BBLs or Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, you can't see BBLs or Gaza coin or whatever is happening now.
It's just the
Did you see the AI Gaza thing?
No, the thing that Trump posted?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so terrifying.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
So fucked, dude.
It's an AI video of a beach resort at Gaza.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
That's
dude.
one of those things where you check, like, oh yeah, real Donald Trump. All right. That's him.
Yeah, I thought it was fake.
Yeah.
My friend sent it to me, and I thought, like, oh, this is some, like, meme account.
Yeah. No,
I
it's him.
couldn't believe it.
It's crazy.
I actually could not believe it. It was so fucking bad. And then now the $5 million visa. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's USA Premium. You can buy it from anywhere. Just have $5 million. You get a big gold coin.
Can you imagine what the rent's going to be like in New York and LA after that goes into effect? In
I don't.
Miami,
I'm like, is this even gonna, like, how does this apply? Like, it confuses me because I'm like, if you have $5 million, you could just immigrate. I bet it's not hard. Like, if you're rich, it's probably fucking easy as fuck to immigrate. It doesn't even make sense.
Maybe.
How hard is it for like a fucking Swiss banker to just go, I have you citizenship now?
Yeah, I
like
guess.
it's probably so easy.
Well, maybe is he now making them pay actual money
No, I
to
don't
do the same thing?
I don't think so. I think it's like like come ye like whatever the opposite of the Statue of Liberty said. What did it say? Come ye poor and
Give me your wealthy,
give
your
me
energized.
your wealthy, your energized, your oligarchical.
Yeah.
Bring me your oil
Yeah,
barons.
what was it? You're tired, you're poor.
You're weary, or
Yeah,
whatever the
you're
fuck.
weary.
Yeah, it's literally the opposite of that.
Yeah, give me your wealthy, you're well rested, you're
Yeah.
confident.
Yeah, give me your fucking hedge fund managing. It's just literally insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the opposite of that. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think he's trying
Give
to
me your
like
cutthroat, you're calculated.
right. Give me your
sociopathic.
sociopathic cutthroat capitalist. It's 100% what that is. Because
It's
like,
gonna bring in the worst people. It'll drive up the prices of a place like Miami so much.
dude, you could open the borders wide. You could wide open the borders. I think there'd be less rapists than the Trump coins.
Yeah.
I think there'd be like, 5 out of 10,000 are rapists coming in from Mexico. It's like 1 of fucking 3.
Yeah, it's also like the Tate brothers already came over.
Yeah.
So who needs this?
Yeah.
If the Tate
Thank
brothers
God they're
don't
back,
need
by
it.
the way.
Yeah.
God, I was getting worried.
I'm happy they're safe.
I just thought...
I was worried about Andrew
I
and
just
Tristan.
knew that Romania was not their home, and that South Florida was.
Yeah.
They're South Florida boys.
Dude.
That's who they are.
Miami's insane. It's like crypto scammers and YouTubers and rapists and like...
and
like,
Andrew Tate, who are somehow all three.
You know, a lot of the people in the Israeli government have places in Miami.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's just like anybody doing any type of crime. Whether the crime is like a pump and dump shit coin on your YouTube subscribers.
It's an NFT of a dolphin with a cock. Yeah.
Or genocide.
Yeah. Just give me your tide, you're poor, you're weary.
Yeah, give me your shit coin, your trafficked.
You're genocidal.
Yeah, you're genocidal, you're trafficking, you're shit coining.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. It's just so fucking dark. I can't really handle it, honestly.
Dude, there's going to be some Cuban coffee shops, and in the line, it's going to be like Tristan Tate, Kyle from the Nelk Boys, and like Ben Gvir from the Israeli government.
Yeah, it's going to be like Ben Gvir, like cuts fucking...
what's his name? Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse is like, actually, that's my macchiato.
Yeah.
And then the Israeli, the whatever.
No, it's going to be like Putin and Steve will do it fighting over a parking spot.
He's going to, the Nelk boys and Putin are going to fight over a spot.
Yeah, it's going to be
it's fucking disgusting. It's really disgusting.
It's insane. It's going to be like Javier Milei and Logan Paul like screaming at each other for who is in line first for the table at Nobu.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I wanted, who gets like the last miso black cod. It's gonna be Zelensky. No, not Zelensky. Dude, Zelensky got absolutely
owned, dude. Oh, brutal.
Did you say please?
Yeah.
Did you say thank you?
Oh, dude.
Did Mr. Zelensky say thank you?
Yeah, dude. Fucking Vance had real hall monitor energy, huh? Oh. It was real like college RA vibes.
It sucks ass.
Like, you're not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to.
Dude, it's actually insane. The strong arming of Ukraine. Like, I really thought, I'm not some big Ukraine guy. You know me.
Yeah.
You know me. I love Russia. I love Vladimir Putin. He's based.
Goated.
He's goated and based and swag pilled. But the strong arming for minerals is it's just pure mafioso shit.
Yeah.
It's actually insane.
Yeah, I was doing a bit about how Trump got going, you don't have the cards. You don't have the cards. Like, he's such a gambling tycoon. He's like, you're plus 500 right now.
Look, we're counting the cards.
At this point, I'm taking Putin anytime touchdown.
Yeah, it's like, we're just going to let Putin... It's like, here's what we do.
We're taking your uranium, your lithium, your titanium. It's a 3-mineral parlay,
it's a
really
great...
It's Cobalt. A 3-mineral parlay.
I'm going to name my next son Cobalt. Cobalt Trump.
I think they told him we'd keep helping you if you give us 50% of the natural resources in perpetuity.
Yeah. It's insane. And they're just going to get the Donbass, like Russian just gets the Donbass in this deal.
Yeah,
I mean it's just a complete, like...
I don't feel bad. I feel bad for people in Ukraine.
Yeah.
But I don't feel bad for that guy. And I kind of don't think we should be helping them. But...
No, but that's also, like, I agree, like, in an idealistic way. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, we shouldn't be, the Team America World Police. Like, I don't think we should be. But at the same time, it's like, we also shouldn't rake them over the coal. Like, they are still doing Team America World Police, but then also extorting them at the same time.
Yeah.
It's actually doubling down. Like, it's like, well, no, we'll continue to support you and we'll get Russia to stop killing you. You just have to give us all of your money.
Yeah, and we're not going to benefit from the lithium. Like, American citizens are not going to benefit from raping the lithium out of the ground in Kiev.
No, it's
Apple
multinational
and
corporations.
Boeing.
Yeah, it's literally multinational corporations.
Yeah.
It always, somehow, some way, a multinational corporation benefits. It's like so obvious. It's insane. Dude, I mean... Yeah,
I'd be fine with just not helping them.
But but then you like got to cut it off, and then you go Afghanistan mode, and then now it's the Taliban, and you're like, is this better? And you're like, I don't know.
It was not our responsibility.
Yes and no. This is like the eternal problem. This is also like the USAID thing. It's a similar like foreign aid concept. Like foreign aid is like repellent to like libertarians or whatever. But it's like, I think it does probably help the bottom line. Like, I don't think America's doing it. They're not doing it out of any morality. There's zero morality involved. And that's why they look at the like, trans opera paid for in fucking Botswana or wherever the fuck, and they're like, wow, that's horrible, that's so stupid, they're pushing this crazy gay agenda. And it's like, no, they're trying to westernize Botswana.
Yeah.
They're trying to get them like to participate in the global economy, and we can rape them.
Yeah.
So like, yes, that's bad, but it's not bad because it's gay.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like you're trying to westernize like Cambodia and Botswana or whatever, and it's like you have to send them truly American things.
Yeah.
Like we need Waffle Houses with black guys beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah,
like,
we need
drag queen kindergarten readings.
We need drag queen kindergarten readings and like the Crips.
Yeah,
we're sending the Crips over to Cambodia.
Yeah,
and then the Bloods to Botswana, so that B and C, and that way they can integrate into that system.
Yeah. We're going to have a cargo ship.
And then it all just boils down to like getting a good deal on rubber.
Yeah.
And you're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
This actually sucks.
It's like we really need to westernize Botswana. So what we're going to do, we have a cargo ship, and we're going to pack the Bussin' with the Boys bus onto the cargo ship, and we're going to take it to Botswana.
We're bussing the boys. We're bussing the boys to Botswana.
The boys' bus will now be in Botswana. It's going to be leaving Nashville, going to Botswana.
We're building a bridge to Botswana for bussing with the boys.
The Pat McAfee show will be headquartered in Lithuania.
The University of Botswana will be joining the SEC. It's fucking psychotic. And you're like, you're like, the problem with USAID is not that it's a gay opera. The problem is like, why are they doing a gay opera? Like, take it one step further. It's because we want to westernize. It's like, then it curries favor with the Americans. Then the people are more likely, if there is democracy, to put in a Western favoring, something like Zelensky almost.
I mean, well, the other thing is like, dude, seeing obviously like the Trump advance bullying Zelensky was insane, but then seeing like Ben Stiller tweet just the Ukraine flag emoji, I'm like, dude, will you?
He's a Zionist, isn't he, Ben Stiller?
Hardcore Zionist.
Nice.
You can't be a Zionist and be pro-Ukraine.
Really?
I guess you could do...
I feel like there's a lot of, like, underdogginess where people go Gaza, Ukraine.
No, Gaza, Ukraine. But I'm saying you can't be Zionist and be pro-Ukraine.
Oh, yeah.
Being pro-Israel and pro-Ukraine is a little oxymoronic, is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
But that's like everybody in Hollywood.
It's everyone in the world.
Tim took me around.
That's the center, left, center, right, whatever you want to call them. They love Israel and the Ukraine.
We drove around the Palisades before it was charred rubble, before it was a pile of ash.
Yeah,
we drove
you threw
around.
a jerry can out the window and lit it on fire.
Yeah, I might have thrown a Molotov cocktail.
He threw a Molotov cocktail.
I threw a Molotov cocktail at Ryan Seacrest's yard.
Yeah. Rainn Wilson was grilling veggie burgers, and you threw a Molotov cocktail at
him. Yeah, now that I think of it, I did take a flamethrower to Andy Richter's hedges. I shouldn't have done that. Oh no!
Oh frick!
That was bad.
That you did that?
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. Well, it's okay.
That was bad that I drove a dumpster full of paper into Patton Oswalt's front yard and lit it on fire. That was...
I'm not going to lie, man, you shouldn't have done that.
That was kind of fucked up,
But the fire's out.
Yeah.
It's not... The fire, you start a fire, it goes out.
Right?
That's what I live by. Hey, if you start a fire, it's going to go out.
Also, no fires, no work for the firefighters.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, then we got to get USA. we
got USA.
We got to get Doge involved.
Yeah, but then we got to get... Yeah, then we're buying Firecoin.
Yeah.
We're buying... That's why I sort of started the meme coin right when the fire started, of Inferno coin.
Diablo coin.
It's just like... It's like a gay barista on fire. Like,
yeah.
There's like someone with red glasses on fire. And I'm like, it's Inferno coin.
Yeah.
All my profits will be going to the Pacific Palisades Fire Department.
Hashtag Ember.
Ember. Ember's a good coin.
Ember's
name.
a good coin.
Ember.
Yeah. Dude, a shit coin for the Palisades fires.
We should have done a shit. Every time there's something horrible in the news, we should be like right now. We should have sold like a little while like Delta coin.
Yeah,
would have been big. Now we got to do Ukraine coin or like no, we should do Putin.
And on the front, you go all proceeds
will
go to the victims of the Delta plane crash.
Yeah,
and then there's an asterisk in fine print. It goes 99% of proceeds actually go to Aiden Ross, but 1% go to the victims. Of
a
the
portion
Delta plane
of all
crash.
proceeds. We say a portion of all.
Yeah,
proceeds.
Portion of all proceeds.
0.01%.
And 99.99% to Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat, obviously.
Kai obviously gets the lion's share
and
of
actually,
the Ember
we're doing
coin money.
98.9 for Kai, and then 1% to Ice Spice. I just wanted to return my DMs.
Ice Spice getting thick again, dude.
Thank God, dude. She got too skinny. She creeped me out.
I fell into a deep depression when I saw skinny Ice Spice.
It's not okay.
Dude, if Ice Spice isn't thick as hell, what's the point of anything?
If Doja Cat is skinny, why don't I
blow my fucking brains out?
Why don't I fucking jump off a goddamn roof?
Why don't I fucking hang myself in the garage?
There's no point in any of it. There's no point in any of it.
What is the meaning of life?
This is all useless to me. Yeah.
You know Lotto? You might not know Lotto.
Is this a rapper?
It's a chick with a fat ass.
Is she beautiful?
Yeah, dude. Check out Lotto.
I'm gonna look up Lotto. She Lotto.
Yeah, I'm more plugged into the fat ass.
Yeah, I'm more into the culture.
I'm more into the culture. Yeah, dude. Lotto's a fucking.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude.
She's beautiful.
How about that?
How about that?
That'll rock your world. Yeah,
that'll rock your world.
Does that make you nostalgic?
Yeah, she's awesome.
Does that make you feel like you're at a C-town in Queens? You feel like you're at a grocery store in Washington Heights?
Yeah, pretty much. Damn, she's crazy hot. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Getting bricked up over here. I gotta sit cross-legged.
I don't want to get you bricked up.
I don't want to get myself bricked up.
Dude.
Sometimes I can't help it.
Anyways, the country's in a great place.
Yeah, the
nation's
thing
thriving.
Is that this is good.
I've been on a huge Bannon kick, dude.
Oh yeah,
big Bannon kick.
You big Bannon guy now?
I'm a big Bannon guy. You know what? I'll say it.
You're just a Nazi.
I'll come on. No, not a Nazi. I'm not a Nazi. I don't love all the ethno-state-esque stuff.
You don't love it.
I like it. There's some serious overlap between he and Bernie, though.
Of course.
I'm into it. Pro-American worker, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Love it. He was great on
But he goes, but we know what you mean by America.
Yeah. He was great on Tim had him on, and then he was great on the New York Times. Yeah, Matter of Opinion with Ross Douthat, that weird little monster.
Yeah.
He's smart. I like that guy. Well-spoken. They got along great. But yeah, he's a weird little freak, but he's a smart guy.
They're old pals.
Dude, there was like a hilarious like grifter con in town. I was meeting some. It's funny here.
Grifter con?
I called it Grifter Con. It had a real name. It would have been funny if they named it Grifter Con.
Grifter Con would actually be pretty sick.
All of a sudden, like, there'll just be a bunch of libertarian podcasters.
Okay. I gotta look up Grifter, what it is later.
But have you noticed, like, I feel like there's, like, little waves of, like, all of a sudden I'll meet some comedians, and they're, libertarian podcasters in Ireland with, 4 million followers.
Yeah,
and you're like, what is this?
I don't know.
It's crazy. Like,
I don't know. But those guys, like, I don't know, they attach to stand up for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, Austin is like, bring me your lying, you're scamming.
Yeah.
Like, bring me your lying, you're scamming, your TRT.
Your TRT.
Yeah.
Dude, I was, I was saying, like, Houston's great. I love coming in here. I was, like, on stage at Houston saying I liked Houston. I was like, I think I might like it more than Austin. And then this guy in the crowd's like, nah, dude, Austin's it. And I swear to God, he was, like, a jacked, like, giant beard, like, sunburnt guy. And I was like, yeah, fucking course you. Like, I
found out he's 24 years old.
Yeah, exactly. I just fucking got really pissed at him.
Dude, you're like, of course you love it.
Fucking course you do, you fucking douche. You just called him an asshole for... Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, now we know.
Yeah, that's one of the main differences between Houston and Austin, because I also prefer Houston.
Yeah.
And there's no, like, tech oligarch podcaster, cold plunging, jiu-jitsu fighters.
No, it's not that. There's also black people. There's also
black
way more Mexicans, way more black people.
Yeah, the Mexicans here, I don't know what they do or where they go. But
there's not a ton like downtown Austin.
no.
But they do all the construction. I can tell you that much. I worked 3 months of construction. It's a lot.
They have their own shit in parts of my area.
Yeah,
They have like their own restaurants where everybody there speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
It doesn't speak English.
You took me to one that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
You didn't. You pointed me in the direction.
Here, Anitas.
Really great.
Rules.
I got the mole.
Yeah.
It's like really good mole for like $14. I was like,
nobody there
awesome.
speaks a word of English. It's awesome.
No, they didn't speak
Nobody that
any
works
English.
there, nobody that goes there. You're always the only white boy.
Yeah, I'm pointing.
I think they have their own shit here.
Yeah.
My buddy went to prison, and he said they had their own gang system. So, like, my buddy was like, we had, like, the Aryan Brotherhood, the Black Gang, the this gang.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, we had, like, 5 gangs. And he's like, and then the Mexican guys, they had their own system. So they had, like, 6 gangs. We didn't even know what they were called.
Within the Mexican thing.
Yeah, he's like, they all only spoke Spanish, and they had their own gang system.
Interesting.
Yeah, like, they had, like, 6 gangs separate from the rest of the Gen Pop.
I wonder what that is. It's just probably just being foreign.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, it's just being foreign.
Well, he was in the feds, so they were like cartel badasses, like scary
nice.
guys. And he was like, so I think they already had like ongoing beef and problems and stuff in their own little world.
In their own cartel world.
Probably like problems that exist in Mexico.
Right.
And they just got caught here.
Yeah, exactly.
And sent to fucking
American
Fort Dix
prison
or
for whatever
yeah.
reason. Yeah, wait, so if you're in the country and you're not a citizen, you don't, I guess a lot of them get, what's it called, extradited?
Yeah, I don't know what the policy is on who to extradite and who to just lock up here.
Yeah, it's interesting because you're like, oh, I live in Mexico.
Maybe if you were running your business here, they don't
Yeah.
extradite you. Like if your cartel operation was
It's
operating
based
out of
in Tucson,
Albuquerque
yeah.
or Tucson, wherever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Albuquerque's crazy. I was reading about like the cartel wars there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Breaking Bad's like not that far off.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, dude,
with
they'll like
meth and
raid a house and there's like
heroin.
decapitated heads
Jesus
in the
Christ.
walls. It's like insane, dude. It's crazy.
The cartel is like cartoonishly evil.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, they'll like send a bag of kids' feet to your front door and you're like,
Holy fuck,
yeah,
man.
they're like biblical crimes.
I was gonna say it's medieval.
Yeah.
They're like, we made it fucking rain frogs on those fuckers, man. We brought a plague of locusts and shit.
And they're calling it the Modelo Flood, man.
we put the blood of their firstborn essay on their wall.
2 million gallons of Modelo flow through the streets.
Yeah, like they had to get 2 of every kind of drug on that boat. It was like 2 bags of weed.
Bro, he was like talking shit, so we like sacrificed a lamb in his backyard or something.
to El Jefe. Yeah, I mean it's really. It's interesting. People go, "Oh, you got to legalize the." I don't think that'll. Maybe in 50 years,
Legalize drugs.
Yeah, you'd have to legalize them like in the world.
Yeah, it's also interesting to like, would they sell coke in stores like they do with weed?
It'd have to be like, like how every thing's like an Apple store,
Yeah.
I think it would be all in one place.
It'd be wild if they had blow dispensaries.
I think it would be like you can get weed, you can get blow, you can get everything in
Just
one
a
place.
Brick and mortar Silk Road.
Yeah, brick and mortar Silk Road. It'd be like
That guy's chilling right
that's
now.
what like head shops are. But
Yeah.
they're like the gray area. You can get whippets and kratom and shit.
There were bodegas in Brooklyn where you could buy blow.
Yeah.
And there's a ton where you could buy mushrooms.
Yeah. I remember seeing mushrooms and weed at my local bodega.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a bodega. It was like, this is the weed store. It was just weed store. But it was like these unregulated head shops.
Yeah.
Because weed's legal there, but it's like completely unregulated.
Yeah.
It's just like Wild West. Like anyone can sell it. There's only like 1 or 2 places that actually have licenses. The rest of them are just completely unlicensed and just unregulated.
I think flavored zins, I don't think. Flavored zins
Are banned.
banned.
Yeah, no, but you can get them everywhere.
Every single bodega.
Yeah, they're banned, but it's
don't
never
care.
enforced. I was in Boston and I was trying to get a flavored vape. They didn't have shit.
No, they don't have it in Buffalo. Like
Yeah,
Buffalo's
they-
in New York State.
They got it out.
Yeah, but
New
there's-
York's so big and so insane they can't do anything about it.
No, they're not going to police that.
Right.
They got bigger fish.
So like you'd have to be like selling blow for it to be like a problem.
Yeah.
That's why they're like, yeah, we'll sell weed, we'll sell mushrooms, like whatever. It's kind of like fake Amsterdam that way.
Yeah.
Like Amsterdam's like quaint and nice, and you're like, some guy's like, oh, here you go, here is the, I don't know what people from Amsterdam sound like. Lorky dorky doo,
Yeah.
here's the mushroom. And then you can go buy it at like a state sanctioned thing, and they had that with brothels.
Yeah.
Like state regulated brothels and shit like that. But it's just too big and too chaotic for that ever to work in New York. It's just going to be chaos.
Yeah.
It's just going to be chaos.
Yeah. They have whores, too. New York's got a lot of whores. A lot of rub and tugs.
Yeah, they have plenty of rub and tugs. I mean, I'm sure every other stripper.
Yeah.
That's America, though.
The strippers,
If you have enough money. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just fuck?
Yeah, why didn't you just fuck? It's like stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's I don't know. It's the problem is like all these things work in in like not America.
Yeah.
They all work. Healthcare, it works everywhere.
Yeah.
Legalized prostitution like kind of works in what Australia has it. Amsterdam, lots of Western European countries are like either blind eye legal or just flat out legal. You know.
Yeah.
The drugs are illegal in Portugal. You know, they're kind of semi-legal in Amsterdam. Like these are the correct like liberal policies in my opinion. Like, but it always boils down to like idealism versus reality. And it'd be probably a nightmare here.
Yeah,
probably be a fucking nightmare in America.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they also in Berlin they have like the nightclubs are like sex clubs.
Like you go to there to fuck.
Yeah, like the nightclubs.
Like fuck each other.
You go to the nightclubs and it's just an open sex party.
Ew.
Yeah, this is
disgusting.
Yeah, it's very not American.
It's not American.
Dude, I was at a show in New York, and I was talking to a comedian who is a tall, jacked, good-looking guy.
Yeah.
And he's talking about...
Was that me or someone else?
Oh, fuck, it was. Oh, never mind. Jeez,
Yeah,
probably told the story.
Yeah, it's probably that cool story about me getting pussy in
Anyways, the
Berlin.
guy was so hot.
Is it about that time I had that 12-some with 11 chicks?
All right, dude. Now I got to find another story.
That 12-some with 12 chicks, 11 chicks?
Dude, this guy was telling me a story about like a girl he met at this comedy club we were talking about. And I was like, oh, sick. And he's like, yeah. And then she took me to House of Yes, which is like a nightclub in Bushwick.
I know that one.
And he was like, she took me to House of Yes, and it was like a sex party.
Ew.
And then he starts going, yeah, I was running the Hitachi wand station. Like,
Ew.
he was getting paid to wand ladies with a fucking vibrator thing. And then he goes on to tell me that the woman who brought him there, in order for him to be able to work the Hitachi wand station, walked him around on a dog leash.
Ew.
And he's telling me, like, I thought it would be sick.
So cool.
I was disgusted.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Vile.
Keep that to yourself.
Putrid.
To not even, like...
Shameless.
You should be so shameful. You should be pushing that down and hope nobody knows about it.
Yeah, no, the next morning you shouldn't go, what an
telling.
awesome day. You should go, why do I do that? Why do I like to do that? That's gross.
Yes. If I did that, I'd be like, I would become religious. I'd be going to penance. Like, I'd be like, Father, I was walked around
I don't
with a dog
understand.
leash.
I mean, all these people have, like, something happened to them.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, like, full-on horrible, but it's like I watched porn when I was 4. You know, it could be something weird. You know, it's something, it ain't quite right.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know, dude. I just don't believe, when anyone talks about like this polyamory is natural type thing, I go, I don't believe you.
You think they were raped?
No, maybe, some of them. But I also think it's like your parents were like in a bitter divorce. You know, it's like, doesn't have to be like disgusting.
Yeah.
But it could be like horrible and traumatic. Fundamentally traumatic in some kind of way.
Poly people are gross looking too.
Yeah, they're gnarly. I think that's part of it too. I go, you don't see a bunch of babes doing this.
Now, the requirements to be poly are the same to get gastric bypass.
Yeah.
You have to be over a certain size
you
to
have
qualify
to be,
for either.
for a gastric bypass. You also have to be like a dumb nerd.
Yeah.
We've talked about dumb nerds before, but that's also what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're like in polycules and they're stupid. It's like a skinny, gaunt, like gross bearded, like pointy elbowed ponytail guy who has like a gross Star Wars shirt on. He's like, I have 3 girlfriends, and then they're all toads, and you're like, yeah, man, that's cool. It's like, yeah, we met online playing fucking Marvel Rivals or something. You're like, dude, this sucks. This sucks ass, man. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna sugarcoat it.
They're my girlfriends in Skyrim, so I just decided to make my girlfriends in real life.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And then like then you got that. That's like new school. They used to be just swingers.
Yeah.
Who are gross and from Florida.
Yeah, Floridians.
They're gross Floridians.
Leather-skinned Floridians.
They're alcoholic, red-faced, bloated, leather, just leather people.
Yeah.
And they're all named Tammy and Chuck.
Yeah.
And they're really fucking gross. And they have gross goatees. And they're fat. They're
yeah, hot people aren't doing this stuff.
No. They're not.
Either way you swing it, you know?
I can't. Hot people just don't have girlfriends. If you're like a stud dude, you just don't. You just never
pussy.
settle down. You just get pussy constantly.
Yeah.
If you're a hot chick, you marry a rich man.
Yeah.
So that's the breakdown. I think we solved it. But I mean, you have to be Hulk Hogan to be like an old school. You ever see that video
of him fucking the lady?
It's the best video I've ever seen.
It's great.
Because I feel like a fucking pig. Do you remember that part?
No.
Dude, he's like, I'm so full of sushi. I just ate like 12 pounds of sushi.
He's like farting.
Yeah, literally, he's like got like distended HGH belly, and like he's like, I feel like a fucking pig. And you're like, that's who Hulk Hogan's allowed to be polyamorous,
dude. Yeah,
I'll allow it.
Man, there's been some funny celeb sex tapes. Shannon Sharp, that's my Michelle. Oh, that's my Michelle. The girl's name's Michelle.
Yeah, he goes,
that's my Michelle.
Michelle.
That's my Michelle.
That's my Michelle.
That's my Michelle.
That was sick. He was like, oh, he was beating a brakes off that.
Yeah, dude.
He was like, it was fucking crazy. He was going nuts.
They interviewed Stephen A. Smith about how he's polling in the
president.
Yeah, the presidential election 2028.
Yeah.
And he was like, it shows you how absolutely incompetent the Democratic Party is. I have not qualified. I should not be even in consideration. But they're so ridiculous and juvenile that I have somehow mustered the support from the American public.
Dude, it's really, the state of the left is like, it's embarrassing. I mean, it's deeply embarrassing.
I mean, after this Elon stuff, they're going to be playing T-ball. You better be able to fucking figure it out.
I know, dude.
It's going to be a slam dunk
Please
if you're not
just make
retarded.
a decent argument against this stuff.
Yeah.
Please, 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 please. But who knows? Who knows? They're going to run Kamala again.
Yeah.
Something insane.
Hillary.
It's going to be Hillary again with a Pete Buttigieg VP.
Yeah.
It's just a nightmare. And they're going to say nothing for 4 years.
Yeah.
They're going to be dead silent for 4 years.
Yeah.
And then come out of the woodwork and we got Kamala.
Yeah, dude, there's a guy, Maxwell Frost. He's a congressman from Orlando.
Yeah, I heard the name.
He's a 28-year-old, like, Dominican kid or whatever. And he's like, fighting the power or whatever, standing up to calling out Elon and Trump on the floor of Congress, and he gets in a big screaming matches with Marjorie Taylor Greene and stuff. And I learned about him through like a podcast or whatever. They're like, yeah, this guy's like standing up, and he's like kind of got the balls to say things he believes, which a lot of the Democrats don't do. They're kind of just like tucking their tail between their legs, yada yada. So I like looked up some videos of him like saying what he thinks and being aggressive on the floor of Congress, and I figured people would be like, supporting, and I mean every comment was just
like, what a loser.
No, they were just like vile racist. every comment. I thought
racist.
It would be like, oh, this guy. At
least this guy's speaking his mind.
Yeah, man,
finally.
This guy is younger and he has the confidence. And Nancy Pelosi. No, every comment was like, stupid monkey.
Oh no!
Yeah, every comment was just like,
dude. I mean, did you see the ones where there was a weird? I forget what it was, but it was a guy like talking like MLK. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't remember his name, but it definitely fueled a lot of racism. He's like, we shall overcome. And you're like, it is 2024.
Yeah.
Please, what the fuck are you doing? He's like Al Sharptoning, and he's like a 25-year-old black guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop. Like, this is crazy. I mean, he's like, just like, what the fuck? It's like he has a little hat, and you're like, what the hell? Man. I can't even, I don't remember his name. But it was like, yikes.
Yeah.
This is just so cringe.
Yeah, it doesn't fit the times.
It just doesn't fit. Like, there's no seriousness.
No, yeah.
No one's fucking serious, dude.
I have a dream.
He's just doing I have a dream. Like, they're not serious people.
Where we fly on other airlines besides Spirit.
I have a dream that every man with a Bluetooth can speak his mind. Whether he's on the bus or in an airplane.
JBL speakers will be handed out to every young black man and girl across every city bus in America.
That a man can eat as much ribs as he likes and not have his blood pressure move 1 inch. Just Jesus Christ, dude. That old lady can work on the DMV without an attitude. I tried to do a joke about it. It never really worked, but I did get black lady sassed at the DMV.
Yeah.
And I was like, it felt like meeting a celebrity. You know?
You're like, oh, you're in real life.
I'm like, oh my God, they're real. You're so much taller than I thought you'd be.
What was she giving you shit for? Asking too many questions?
No, so she was in the cubicle. She wasn't even working on my stuff. And so we wouldn't work on much of anything. But she's sitting over there, and this older kind of Hispanic lady's like working on my thing. She gives me a form to fill out, and she steps back because she's got to go print something. And she's like working on something in the back while I'm filling out this form, and I didn't know what one of the questions was. And I go, hey, what is what is this asking me? And then she cuts me off and goes, she's working on your thing right now.
Wow.
She will be back when she is ready for questions, okay? And I was like, oh, okay, my bad.
Little like, cherry hair motherfucker.
Look a doofy looking ass, Ron Weasley looking ass motherfucker.
Little Doogie House ass motherfucker.
Little Mad TV looking ass motherfucker.
Yes, I was like, okay.
Dude, I remember I got a rental car with my buddy, and there was like obviously all black people working there except one white guy. It's like a young white kid working at the 6th rental car. And my buddy was like, I want to go up to him and go, bro, what are you doing here?
What's going on?
Figure this out.
What's going on?
Why are you working here?
You like this? Like being around here?
What went wrong?
Maybe he just likes it.
Yeah.
Maybe he just likes being with some ladies.
Yeah, that's true.
He could be like you, dude. That's you.
That's what I should have done as a young man.
Yeah.
Get a job at Alamo Rental Cars.
You should have worked at the DMV.
Yeah, dude. I should have worked at the Hertz at JFK.
You'd be oh my God, you'd be in heaven. You get a little apartment in Ozone Park.
Dude,
you'd be so happy.
Me, 21-year-old me, I have an apartment by the airport, and I work at the Enterprise in the terminal.
At JFK. And you go, I'm surrounded by beautiful women every day. I feel like Hugh Hefner.
That's so funny.
It's your Playboy mansion is just JFK.
All my friends are like, why does Luke work at the T-Mobile store?
Okay, so I guess he's an assistant manager at Cricket now. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess he's a line cook at Popeyes.
Yeah, Luke's doing well. He's got a weird job. He works at the Best Buy in Patterson, New Jersey. It's weird.
It's odd. Yeah, I guess he's moving to Ferguson. I don't know what.
That's so funny. I just got some shitty job.
You go, well, I gotta go. You know, they're transferring me to Gary, Indiana. So
yeah,
the Hertz and Gary, they need my work, or they need some help. So
got fired from Hertz. I got a new job though. Thanks. I'm working at the McDonald's in Times Square.
Dude, the McDonald's in Times Square. That's gotta be hell.
Yeah.
Can you imagine any of those jobs?
No.
I can't believe, like, I'm not disparaging these people at all. I just can't believe that McDonald's, the corporation, can fill those positions.
Yeah.
So desperately people need work.
Yeah, you go to places like that. Like, if you go to the McDonald's in Times Square, you go, so I guess you're all serial killers. Like, you must
Who
have
work here?
Yeah.
This is like Cinnabon, like, what's it called? Like, Better Call Saul?
Yeah, like, I'm more thinking, like, what heinous crime did you commit that this is the only job you can get?
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, this must be a witness protection. Like
that's a good, it could be witness protection. I'm more thinking, like, what's the body count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do?
How many people have you all collectively slain?
Slain.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
You know?
What's like, I mean, if you lived in Harlem, it would not be hard to get there.
Yeah, like if you're at the Bubba Gum Shrimp at Times Square, the waiter comes over and goes, you know, what would you like to drink? Like that guy stabbed someone in the face.
Right, for sure.
He's working at the Bubba Gum Shrimp at Times Square.
Yeah.
He stabbed someone in the side of the face.
That makes the most sense I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Like every employee, every
But
retail
couldn't you
employee
work
in
at
Times Square.
Couldn't you work
curb
at like a
stomps
Burger King in Crown Heights?
I think that's a better job.
I think it is a better job.
Yeah, I think that's a guy who like sold a little blow and
Oh,
got caught.
you think like the same shitty job in like a slightly better neighborhood, or like the neighborhood he lives in, not Times Square hell.
So like if you're working at a fast food place, let's assume things aren't going well.
Yeah, or you're
16. But if you're over 24 and you work at a fast food place, things aren't going well, right? So it's like if it's at a nice neighborhood, maybe you had a couple kids when you were young.
Yeah.
And you're trying to support them and you really just
you're like, fuck
footing.
it, dude. Like, sometimes you got to be a cashier at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, exactly. You never
do.
got to build your way up through the workforce.
Yeah.
Etc. Then if it's in like Crown Heights or the Bronx, you're like, okay, you got like
a minor charge,
narcotics distribution charge, etc. You know what I mean? And then if it's like, oh, you're in East New York, it's like, okay, these guys have gun charges.
Yeah.
Then when you go to Times Square,
you're like, this must be the pinnacle.
yeah, you like curb stomped and
It's almost like a form of like penance, which is like not great. Maybe it's not really a great reflection of our justice system.
Yeah,
but it is kind of like it is woven into the fabric of society that convicts can't get good jobs.
I think some of the sentences should just be that they have to work at McDonald's.
That's a good idea.
It's already. I mean,
it's already basically.
They're already violent.
They're
places.
also. Yeah, they actually can defend themselves.
They can defend themselves. Yes, that's a good point. Also, they're going to get chairs thrown at them.
Oh my god, dude! There's going to be homeless people in there with fucking Molotov cocktails.
Yeah,
it's going to be absolute bedlam. Dude, there's security guards. I remember there's always security guards at those places.
Yeah.
Because people are psychos.
So
because they're fucking freaks. Because homeless people come in there with like boiling hot coffee they got from the bodega and they throw it at a fucking 16-year-old girl, on her fucking weekend job.
Yeah.
To help pay for fun fucking trips.
Yeah. the tell joke. Mo ketchups.
She kept saying, Mo ketchup. Mo ketchup.
So great.
He's so fucking funny,
He's
dude.
the best. Yeah, no, I mean, I can't imagine. Like, I almost want to, it's almost like its own. I tried to do that one time. I went on a cruise, and it felt like he'd been asked the question before by, like, fat idiots, and he was, like, answering us the same way. But there was, like, a central slave laborer. A slave laborer. I don't really have to qualify that, I don't think.
No.
Like, Filipino guy,
on a cruise ship.
On a cruise ship. Like,
just a slave.
He's a slave.
Slave.
He was like a mechanic or something.
Yeah.
He like fixed the boat, sleeps in like a fucking, he sleeps in a barrel, They stuff him into a locker at the end of every night. And I go, do you like working here? He's like, I love it. It's the best. It's like Nacho Libre. But it's the best.
It's great. I love it so much.
Yeah. And I'm like trying to eke out of him, like, aren't you like being exploited? And like, isn't this
They let
horrible?
me sleep in the barrel?
Yeah. They let any barrel I want. And you're like, okay. I don't know. It was hard. But he seemed happy that we were talking to him like a human, but at the same time, he wouldn't answer anything. He wouldn't say anything disparaging about the cruise line, and I was egging him on.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what I asked him.
Were you looking for him to like give you clues? Like,
yeah, I was like, "Do you miss your family?" Like more or less stuff like that, because it's like an easy thing, And he spoke good English.
Yeah.
And I was trying. He was like, "Well, I sent." Like the crux of it was like I think I asked him like how he got the job, and it was like they like came to where I lived and like recruited people from the city I was in. I want to say it was the Philippines. I don't know, but
they probably, dude, Royal Caribbean probably just sends cruise ships there, and they just tell a bunch of Filipino people they're going to take them to the U.S., and then they just never get off.
They go, there's free lumpia on the... And then they go, all right, you look like you can fix a boat. You're pretty hot. You can do the... you can be a waitress.
You're a hostess.
You can be a hostess. Yeah, they were from everywhere, too. Like across the globe. And like I think it's a weird, gross selling point that your servants are diverse. Do you know what I mean? where you're like, you can run into anyone here. It's like a crazy global cruise where everyone, you're the woman who folds your towels is Taiwanese, and probably not Taiwanese, but you know what I mean. She's fucking Laotian, and then
it's like a college brochure.
Yeah,
but
it's
for
college
slaves.
brochure, but they're slaves. You go, wow, the guy doing the bingo night is from Uganda. And you're like, what the fuck is going... This is like rainbow slavery.
Yeah, it's
crazy. It's so dark.
Like the guy chained to the Slurpee machine is from Namibia.
Yeah. And I didn't realize... I honestly didn't... I hadn't been on a cruise since I was a boy, like since I was like 9.
Yeah.
So I was like, and then I read more about cruises going on because my friend won free tickets from this like comedy thing and whatever. And so we're on it, and I'm like reading about cruises, and I'm like, oh, these are like slave world. This is like slave world.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason they're on international waters. Like it's dark.
Dude, Dom Leonelli, hilarious comedian.
Love Dom.
Weekling recommendation of the week, Dom Leonelli. Dom was working cruise ships for a while, and he was like, he talks like that. He's like, bro, the hardest motherfucker I ever seen kill on a cruise ship was this dude. And he would just do impressions. So there's 5 shows over the course of the week, and you're supposed to do 5 different sets. Every set, he would just do that whole set an impression of a famous comedian on the cruise ship. So like, it was killing. He was like, so this guy would just be like, the whole set would be, it was Chris Rock being like, you gotta go to the buffet.
Oh,
like,
no.
that was the whole set.
No.
He'd be like, the rooms are tiny in this bitch. And then he would just go nuts.
Was he a white guy?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Probably.
There's black people on cruises.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's disgusting. It's pure, like, it's physically disgusting too. I mean, there's like, brain-eating amoeba outbreaks on those things.
Yeah.
There's some rare fungus that makes you blind and gay.
Yeah.
It's like insane. You get Zika virus. It's a fucking cesspool. And it's also like actual slaves.
Yeah, I went on a cruise one time, and it was funny seeing like people who was like, you're so fat you can't walk, and you're in a rascal on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, he's moving in 3 different directions.
Yeah. You're moving in 3 different directions while not moving at all.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, like
Dude,
you're
they're disgusting.
the amount,
disgusting people.
yeah, like there's the amount of technology involved to move you around while burning 0 calories.
I mean, it's worse than Wall-E.
Yeah,
It is Wall-E,
it's Wall-E.
but it's on a boat
Yeah.
instead of a spaceship or whatever the fuck it was. It's just Wall-E.
It's so crazy.
I mean, it's disgusting.
Just like fat people. Dude, I remember being at Cedar Point and seeing fat people on Rascals, and I'm like, what can you even do here?
You can look at people on roller coasters. You know what they can do is they can get a turkey leg.
Yeah.
They do it for like the food. And you're like, bro, the food? You came for the culinary experience of Six Flags?
You flew to Cincinnati and got a fucking cab ride to this
Dude, there
theme
was
park
a guy I saw.
so you could get Dippin' Dots.
They stopped doing it. They discontinued this like offer because he lived near a Six Flags, and if you bought a certain pass, then you got 2 free. You got it was like 1 or 2 free meals a day from Six Flags. And he did the math, and he's like, it's cheaper for me to eat every day at Six Flags. So he just
he just bought a ticket to Six, like a year-long ticket to Six Flags for like $1,000, and then just ate 2 meals a day at Six Flags. He would just go scan his card, get his 2 meals in, and then like leave.
That's so funny.
It's like $1,000 for a year's groceries. This is nothing.
It's like all he's eating is like
corn dogs and turkey legs,
plastic nachos.
Yeah, plastic nachos and turkey legs and snow cones or whatever the fuck. Yeah, he just like pimped their system in the most stupid way possible.
That's so
But I'm
funny.
like, oh, these people probably do that. They probably go to Six Flags every weekend to pig out.
He's like, man, if I try to buy candy apples from the grocery store, it would cost like twice as much money.
Twice as much
Man,
money.
but I come 2 meals a day, candy apple for breakfast, candy apple for lunch.
Easy peasy.
I've been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah, it's fucking easy money in the bank.
I mean, I got 0 feet left.
Yeah.
but
they have rascals at the
it's
front.
fiscally responsible for me to eat at Six Flags
now
exclusively.
I need less food because I have less of my body to fuel.
My buddy paid $9 a month for unlimited coffee at Panera, and every day he would go to Panera for his morning coffee. And this is in Buffalo, so every day he would just drive to Panera, get a coffee, and we were like, dude, you got to get it together.
Yeah, this is not worth it.
We were like, this is getting dark.
Wow, $9 a month for free unlimited coffee?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good deal.
It is a good deal, but again, it's kind of the Six Flags thing where I think they assume nobody's shameless enough to go to Panera every day. For their
there's
morning
an assumption
coffee.
that people have lives. Yeah.
But if you're like a half autistic guy, like my friend,
Yeah.
or just like,
If you live like in the same building as a Panera, then I could be like, that's smart.
yeah.
But if you have to drive, it's insane. Are you factoring in gas money? Like you spend $3 on gas every time you
So
go
they
do that.
stopped the Six Flags thing?
Yeah, they stopped it, like, I think because of this guy. They got rid of, like, the food part of it.
Because they thought they thought people would be
Would
spending
abuse-
money elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, the idea is, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like a bulk thing. Like, like, if you buy a year-long thing to Six Flags, like, how many times are you going to go to Six Flags? You probably go once every couple months, maybe.
It's so funny to have a year-long pass to Six Flags and you've never gone on a single
Yeah,
ride.
he never goes on rides. He just goes and eats fucking Cheese Whiz and leaves. You're like, what a genius.
It's pretty smart.
It is very frugal.
There's got to be some Disney adults who have hacked the system in similar ways.
Dude, the thing with Disney adults is they all think they are.
Yeah.
I think there's a whole cottage industry of like how to get around Disney's like fees and blah, 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 blah. And it's like Disney understands all of this. And they know that they're still raking you over the coals.
I couldn't believe that the Disney adults were a real thing.
Yeah.
Till
Well,
I
they're
lived
also
in
just,
Orlando.
you're probably just decreasing profit margins. You know, you're not actually making, you know what I'm saying? You're not winning.
Yeah.
You're not winning. The house is always going to win.
Well,
But it's like they make 40% instead of 43%, and you're like, "Look, I saved $300," and you're like, "You didn't really."
Well, this is also predicated on the fact that you're like a lobotomized, like morbidly obese, like Asperger's having Christian fundamentalist who wants to go to Disney World 100 times a year.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
like you're not. It's only economically wise to game the system like this if you check all those boxes.
I don't think
first.
I want to go anywhere 100 times a year
No.
besides my own bed.
Yeah.
That's about it. I don't think there's any business that I want to go to spend money. I go to work, obviously.
Yeah.
I would want to do that, but
I go to the Starbucks drive-thru often.
yeah, I'm not a big Starbucks drive-through guy.
We have one right in the corner, and it's just very nice.
If it was close by. I never lived close. But I used to go to like a bodega every day, pretty much, like most days.
Yeah.
Stop in, you grab a fucking energy drink, bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah, dude, I was liking bodega coffees when we went back.
That's the move.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they're
You ever-
they're $1.
Frozen cup of ice.
No, what?
They keep cups of ice for iced coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the coolers.
In the coolers, you grab a fucking cup of ice next to the
Yeah,
fucking ice
dude.
cream.
Well, I love the
Spend
coffee.
$1.50 on like a okay cup of iced coffee.
Yeah,
Great.
it stays hot for so long because when you first pour it for yourself, it's like 3rd-degree burn hot.
Yeah.
And there's about 700 milligrams of caffeine in it. For
Yeah,
some
it's
reason.
like boiled down. I think
Yeah.
it's like espresso on accident because they boil all the water out of it over time. Something like that.
Yeah,
It's hyper strong. It's like Cuban coffee.
it tastes like asphalt, and it
Yeah.
keeps you up for like 7 hours.
Yeah, dude, you never had it, but they had a Zaza coffee in Florida.
No.
Cuban place. They did Cuban coffee and they soaked the sugar in espresso.
Sounds great.
Ooh, it was like jet fuel. It was fucking awesome. You'd be geeking.
Yeah, dude.
Like I'm cut back a good amount, but I was like really bad with caffeine and that would give me like anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you just drink this? Just
Are you cut back on caffeine right now?
Yeah, I'm at about 2 cups of coffee a day.
Yeah.
I want another one now, though, honestly, because I drank last night and I feel kind of tired.
What were you doing?
Just hanging out with
in Houston.
Houston buddies. It was great.
At Rudyard's?
Yeah, so fun.
That bar rules.
It's great. I had a beer and a shot there and then met up with some friends at their apartment and had like one drink there. But
That's not much.
It wasn't much, but I'm pretty off of it in general, but I don't know. If I take a week off, I kind of go back to like lightweight mode.
Man, one shot in a beer getting me would be great. I bet it would.
What?
I bet a shot in a beer would get me feeling nice.
Yeah, you'd be buzzed. I was pretty buzzed to the point where I was like, I have to stop drinking for a while at this bar because I had 2 drinks and I have to drive.
That bar kicks ass.
It's
Houston
so much fun.
rules.
I love Houston.
It's great.
Weekland recommendation of the week: the city of Houston.
The city of Houston and Dominic Leonelli are the 2 weekling recommendations of the week.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
All right.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks for joining us. Love you. Subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/roughweek. 2 extra episodes a week. Thank you to our loyal patrons, the Weeklings, the Supreme Gentlemen, the Baby Mudas.
We love you.
We love you. God bless America.